Push pie. Have a joint.
Somewhere in Greece, a cursed creature remained hidden. Among all the monsters who inhabited the nightmares of the Hellenic, this was surely one of the most feared. Many brave heroes dared to hunt this creature, but none ever returned. They said that this being was so hideous that no one could face it. Her name was Medusa. But Medusa was not always like that. She once had been one of the most beautiful women ever to walk the earth. She was born of the union of two primordial sea deities, Phorcys and Ceto, and she came into the world as a normal child. Medusa had two sisters, Stheno and Uriel. They were Gorgons, creatures that combined women and serpent traits. Since childhood, Medusa was...
Well, that's not true. I only have human mom and human dad and human sisters and brothers.
All her sisters loved to be the villains. Together with the girls, she also played with a boy called Iphicles, who was Medusa's best friend. The two were inseparable. Medusa grew and became more beautiful every day. Medusa's charms made the young Iphicles an easy target for Eros, the god of love. In love, Iphicles declared his affection for Medusa. The young lady deeply loved the boy, but she had the dream of becoming a priestess of Athena and could not cave into the temptation of love. When she reached the appropriate age, the young woman started her preparation to become an Athena priestess. The temple's apprentices needed to have pristine conduct and discipline. All their acts could be reflected in the goddess's reputation. One of the major requirements for becoming a priestess of Athena was absolute purity. They were to mirror themselves in Athena. Therefore, the young women should remain virgins, just like their goddess, who never surrendered to the influence of Eros and Aphrodite. Medusa became a perfect priestess, maybe even too perfect. The rituals conducted by Medusa kept attracting more followers, delighted with the way in which that beautiful young woman conducted each of her activities. Medusa had beautiful fluttering hair. With her movements, it mesmerized those who stared at her. A gullible man dared to say that Medusa's hair was more beautiful than Athena's. The goddess, from the top of Mount Olympus, noticed a commotion in one of her temples. She realized that many were not there to worship her, but rather to see the charming priestess. Athena resisted the temptation to do anything against those who shifted their focus from her to Medusa. The goddess knew that, although this was wrong, the young priestess was not to blame. After all, she was only doing her work in the best way.
Google Nest Cam, sorry, know if it's a bulldog, a magpie, or Nick Rewalt. Security with Google Smart on the Google Nest Cam.
Tackle headache fast with Ethel Minis 90s, only $16.99 at Chemist Warehouse.
Oh, she was only doing her work.
That's true. So that part is true. I want to be, priestess
Poseidon noticed
for the
the
goddess.
goddess's restlessness. The sea god and Athena had a major rivalry. They disputed the right to be the city's patron god, which was the capital of the Attica region. The goddess was the winner of this dispute, and in honor of her new protective goddess, the city changed its name to Athens. Poseidon did not accept defeat well, so he was waiting for the right moment to take revenge on the goddess. The god noticed that Athena was focused on her most beautiful and gracious priestess. He decided that this beautiful young woman could be an instrument of his revenge. Poseidon plotted to tarnish Athena's reputation, striking her most unblemished follower. In the meantime, Medusa kept carrying her normal life, unaware that she was being watched by the Olympic gods. Medusa walked by the sea, and lurking, concealed among the waves, the god of the seas followed her. she heard someone say her name. The call came from the ocean. Poseidon emerged from the sea in all his paramount glory. The god used his charm to seduce Athena's priestess, but Medusa, albeit stunned by all his splendor, did not forget her vows and rejected Poseidon's advance. He did not accept the rejection and grabbed Medusa's arm. She reacted unexpectedly and, violently hitting him in the face, managed to get rid of the god. Medusa ran to Athena's temple, the only place where she felt safe. But Poseidon, consumed by lust, went after the young woman. Poseidon was almost reaching her when the brave Iphicles stood between the god and Medusa. Despite his bravery, Iphicles represented no obstacle to the god who, with one blow, threw the young man away. Medusa stepped inside the temple of her goddess and knelt before her statue. She asked for protection when she heard the god of the sea's heavy footsteps approaching. The god approached the encircled young woman, who cried out for help. Poseidon possessed her on the goddess altar by force. The god happily left the temple. His revenge had gone better than planned. Besides having corrupted the best priestess of Athena, he also degraded her beloved temple, which the goddess deeply treasured for its purity.
Bethany, ready to use sore throat dazzle. Kills bacteria that can cause sore throats fast.
Medusa felt ashamed and filthy when the goddess Athena took the form of her statue and furiously blamed the priestess. Athena said that if it had not been for her flamboyant presence, which diverted men from the path of virtue and purity, and for her vanity, which made her irresistible, none of that would have happened. Her temple would have remained immaculate, and her honor as a goddess would not have been diminished. Athena decided to punish the priestess, who was now impure and guilty for the dishonoring of the temple she was to care for. The night arrived, and Iphicles regained consciousness after the strong blow he suffered. He then began to search for Medusa. He heard her cry in the temple of Athena. Arriving there, he encountered Medusa sitting on the ground, crying in pitch-black darkness. She asked him not to come near, because she did not want to be seen like that. Concerned, her friend nevertheless approached, offering words of comfort. But when he touched the young woman's shoulder, a serpent bit his hand. Medusa frighteningly turned, and the two youngsters looked at each other. The young Iphicles became a stone-made statue. In despair, Medusa wept, embracing the statue of her best friend. Not to hurt anyone else, she ran away. But during her escape, she was sighted by some residents of the city. Those who looked into her eyes became petrified. People told each other about that horrible snake-haired creature. A group was assembled to hunt the creature. These men were found days later, completely petrified and with terrified semblances. Medusa had no intention of hurting anyone. She simply wanted to defend herself from unfair aggression. She decided to hide in a region that had been abandoned by its inhabitants for centuries. There, she found an ancient temple in ruins, which she turned into her hiding spot. Many warriors attempted to capture the Gorgon for glory, but none ever returned. Isolated, Medusa kept losing her remaining humanity. Her reputation as a terrible monster became legendary. Medusa survived by hunting small animals in
That's
rodents.
you, hey.
So now I know
Her prey
what would
led
happen.
to an unexpected reunion.
Is there any way to stop
Medusa
this?
encountered an ancient bust, which represented the goddess Athena.
I
She
don't
realized that
know.
those ruins had once been one of the first
I don't know if there's a way to stop it. I don't know it currently. I'm a human. I have no chance fighting a god.
The supreme god of Olympus, albeit living a miserable
I have no chance for a god to fight a god. So I don't think there's any way to stop it.
In her heavenly residence, the goddess did not fail to notice the honorable acts of her former priestess. She realized that her actions could not be justified by vanity, since no one could witness those acts. And she felt sorry for having enforced such a cruel and irreversible punishment on the girl. While conducting one of her many rituals, Medusa heard the steps of another invader. Medusa's bestiality reemerged, and she decided to hide in a region that had been abandoned by its inhabitants for centuries. There, she found an ancient temple in ruins, which she turned into her hiding spot. Many warriors attempted to capture the Gorgon for glory, but none ever returned. Isolated, Medusa kept losing her remaining humanity. Her reputation as a terrible monster became legendary. Medusa survived by hunting small animals and rodents. One of her prey led to an unexpected reunion. Medusa encountered an ancient bust, which represented the goddess Athena. She realized that those ruins had once been one of the first temples to give shelter to the goddess. This discovery revived her ancient habits. Medusa started to care for the temple and to exalt the glory of the goddess, the dilettante daughter of Zeus, the supreme god of Olympus. Albeit living a miserable existence, the young woman still showed her nobility. In her heavenly residence, the goddess did not fail to notice the honorable acts of her former priestess. She realized that her actions could not be justified by vanity, since no one could witness those acts. And she felt sorry for having enforced such a cruel and irreversible punishment on the girl. While conducting one of her many rituals, Medusa heard the steps of another invader. Medusa's bestiality reemerged, and she prepared to face another opponent. The daring warrior walked cautiously in the creature's abode, while she prepared the ambush. Sneaking close to the warrior, she was stunned when noticing that he was carrying Athena's shield, the sacred aegis that had once belonged to Zeus. Athena's shield was so polished that it reflected like a mirror, and using the reflection, the warrior realized that the monster was behind him. With a sharp blow, the young warrior severed Medusa's head from her body. Medusa was dead, and her blood kept dripping to the ground. The warrior, anonymous until that point, would go down in history under the name of Perseus. After completing his labors, Perseus returned to Athena her aegis, and also gave her Medusa's head. What few knew was that Medusa carried Poseidon's divine seed, and from her blood, Chrysaor was born, the warrior of the golden sword. Not only that, another beautiful creature, a winged horse, also emerged. The majestic Pegasus was the purest of all creatures, embodying all the original purity that had been stolen from his mother. Many believed that the help Athena provided to Perseus, when she handed him her precious shield, was another act of retaliation against Medusa. Actually, she only wished to free the young girl from that dreadful existence, which had been unjustly imposed upon her. Athena glorified Medusa by adding the Gorgon's head to her shield. The image of the loyal priestess was now eternalized beside the goddess she loved so much.
Well, shit. If that's how I die, I don't want to worship the fucking Athena. Fucked up.
Good idea, I guess.
I know, fuck that, dude.
Fair enough.
I know, right? Fuck that. I will not worship her if that's how it's gonna end. No, so fuck that, dude. No way in hell.
Should I watch now? Which watch? What should I watch? Here. It just adds
Wherever you play. Whenever.
I got a display here. Terminal, maybe? Oh, what? Oh, it's saying something. Oh my god. Okay, so just before we run into this game is called Totem. This has a crazy premise where we have to communicate to large, gigantic alien beings that have crashed onto Earth with questionable intent, and we have to convince them to leave. The fact that we have
no
to
bond.
like Observation or the movie Arrival. Oh my god. This thing could potentially destroy Earth. I love how it's kind of setting aside.
So no bond.
To be like, hey, I'll communicate with you, you little ants. Enter the doorway. See all serpentine and squares. What does that mean? Oh. Oh God! No, I didn't mean to. No. What have I done? What is happening? What do I do? It does not seem happy with what I said. It does not seem happy. Confusion, knowledge, contempt, engaged. Okay, so it's a little engaged and a little empathetic. Okay. What do I do now? Oh my God. Knowledge, empathy, confusion. What is happening? Okay, do I have settings here? Whoa! What the fuck? What is all this? Period, end of sentence, general question. Wait, it was six. Okay, what was it? Enter, and then there was an eyeball. Enter perception, then there was a zigzag verb, and then a square.
Love you.
Love you too, Medusa.
Perceive what it's saying? Maybe? Okay, now what is it saying? Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm so uncomfortable right now. What the hell? Me, enter, good. Oh, you come in peace. End of sentence. Okay. And then, where are you? Oh, he wants to know where he is. Oh, this is so cool. Hold on. Okay. You are entering, do I say alien head? Alien territory. Oh, you were entering alien territory. No. You were entering my territory. No. He comes in peace, so I'm going to say this. Oh my fucking God. Dude, I got goosebumps right now. What the fuck? What is this thing? Do I have a time limit? What is that? General question. Me, knowledge. Are you seeking knowledge? Holy shit! Okay, I can. Oh, that's good to know. Good to know. It's so dark. Here we are. Negate. Oh, I see. Opposite, which means yes. Territory. Is that what that means? Yeah, territory is good knowledge.
Hi, Betty. Hi, babe.
What?
Hi,
How
babe.
are you?
Hi, babe.
So he is
Hey, all views.
territory is good.
Who is this?
Now he wants to know what I am.
Yes.
Oh, this is Medusa. I'm going to fuck her pretty much in my room.
Oh, good. I'll let you to it. Yeah.
Oh, good. See you, babies.
Yeah.
Close it.
I thought it was, you know.
Yeah. My sister, my daughter, my great-great-grandmother, and my great-great-ancestor.
Oh, good.
I know, right? My baby. One of my babies, anyway.
Oh, and I am.
Press 5. Tell her join. Another one.
We're not a weapon. I am not a weapon entity. I am a love entity. That sounds delicious. Oh my god. Capture? No, don't capture me. Knowledge. I want to know. Knowledge. Holy Jesus Christ, man. This is so fucking cool. I'm gushing right now. I can't believe I didn't play this game when it came out. What the hell? Look at the empathy. Engaged with knowledge and happiness. It's so happy right now. What if I make it angry? Should I make it angry? Okay. What does it say? Oh. Right. I have to say something else. I'm looking for knowledge. I'm a knowledge-seeking entity. Okay. Circle me. Multiple. Us. Are. What does the hammer mean? Work entities. Or we are knowledge entities. Or we are good entities. Or we are potential. Let's do good. And then. Oh my god. We are. Our purpose is love, or we are the universe. Whoa. Whoa. Galaxy. We kind of do want to explore the galaxy. I'm thinking the first one. Then we are multiple, we are loving universe. Yeah, I'm going to do the first one. There we go. Empathy, knowledge, it's getting up there. It seems angry though. Am I misreading this? How can I even tell? Okay. Good knowledge. Instance. What you are. What do you know? What do you know? I know nothing. I don't know why I'm here. Okay. We got a 6 plus sign. What the fuck is that? Oh, here it is. Plus more. Plus more. Moving energy. We are moving energy. Or love is death. Dude, that's so deep. I want to press it just for that. I'm doing it. Oh, what are you saying? Wait, whoa. General question, shit. Love is death. You obtain knowledge more than me. Oh! Love causes death. No, what is this? Love causes compound bliss. What does that mean? I'm going to say that one. Oh, I literally pressed my mind and I was too scared to say anything. Basement seems like the least of my troubles right now. How sensitive is his hearing? Like, really, how sensitive is it? It's a little unfair to judge right now because I have 2 perks that are reducing my sound. mouth was ripped in half.
Love you.
Love you too, baby.
Though I saw it.
Yep.
Page kind of spoiled it, guys.
How many dicks have we had inside the Medusa?
So I flashbanged? Is what it said. I pressed B in a panic, but it looks like it took all of my battery away.
None. Besides yours.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Okay, I'm very confused as to why those things don't make
Yeah. That.
That's it.
Love you.
Love you too.
Oh my god, the voice, guys. Oh my god, guys. The voice does work. The voice, your voice does make sound. Does it? What button? The bottom right, and when you start talking, it raises up.
You can call me daddy if you want.
Yes, please.
Cool.
And now if you talk, it goes back up. Alright, well, shut the fuck up. Oh, wait, how are we supposed to
Love you, Daddy. Isaac.
Love you too, my baby Medusa.
Guys, can you hear me?
Oh shit.
Can you hear me? I'm a mouse. I'm a rat. Why am I a rat? Fuck this car. I guess I'm gonna. You left me. I told you to get to the phone. I did, and then the car clipped through me and you drove through a fence and drove on it. Oh, that was so good.
But what's this?
I enjoy the movie.
I feel
It
like
does end in a way that doesn't really tell us much more than Godzilla and Kong are okay with each other now. At the very end of the movie, just before the credits roll, we got a little glimpse into the future, with Kong taking center stage as he triumphantly swings through the Hollow Earth. But how did everything get to this point, when last we saw, Kong was barely able to stand and was stuck in the middle of one of the largest cities in the world? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this video, so sit back and let's get to it. Out of the gate, we find ourselves back in Hong Kong just as Godzilla swims out to sea. Kong crumbles to the ground, and humanity can finally take a breath. But then what? How did Kong get back to the Hollow Earth? The first thing your mind wants to go and say is, well, he must have gone back down the hole that he climbed out from in the first place. But last we saw, the other end of that entrance to the center of the Earth had collapsed and had what was likely millions of pounds worth of rock and earth now covering it. Even for Kong, there's no way through that sheer amount of debris. So the journey back to the Hollow Earth must have been much more interesting. By the way, what do you think the people living near the mouth of that hole to the Hollow Earth are going to do with a sinking hole to the center of the Earth just hanging out in their backyard? Really though, what would they do in a real life scenario here? You can't just fill it with glue and be done with it. More than likely, Monarch and the local government would have convinced one of the local massive cargo ships in that area to sacrifice their ship for the time being in order to get the giant ape anywhere but there. But this would take some time, and a few days after the battle in Hong Kong would have likely led to the giant ape being kept just out of the city, in one of the more rural areas, until he was able to heal and a large enough ship for the creature could be obtained. Kong probably would be treated fairly here, and he would more than likely be okay with sleeping off his injuries, even if it meant being kept in human confinement for a short while. Once the ship was found and the ape healed, Monarch, using Gia, would entice Kong to get back on the ship and go back to the place that would become his home. Godzilla, now having respect for Kong, would allow him to pass, and Kong would be pleased to know this, I'm sure, although I would expect he looked in the water from time to time just expecting to see a blue glow start to race through him. A little bit of anxiety there, I'm sure. There are plenty of entrances to the Hollow Earth around the world in this universe.
Definitely.
The only one still capable enough for ease of access to the center of the Earth is the one on Antarctica. So once again, Kong heads south. Once reaching the frozen outpost,
So no joint.
would let Kong go at his own pace, back down the dark tunnels that led to the strange warp hole and to his home. Monarch would need some time to reverse engineer the specs for the heave unit that only Apex had mastered the technology capable of designing such a vessel. It was likely a few months before Monarch had something capable of reaching the center of the Earth. Once they created a vessel capable of reaching Kong, they would send out a patrol from time to time to find the Big Ape and scout out potential base locations. In the meantime, more ships were created to bring the machinery and resources down to set up an outpost in the Hollow Earth. In time, we finally catch up to the scene of Kong soaring through the Hollow Earth. Speaking of the Big Ape, what was he doing in his alone time here? Well, Kong would likely take it much easier than the first time he came to this land. I'd imagine he would find a source of water and just take it all in. Do some hunting, take a nap, explore, and live the normal life every one of us apes wants to have. He would find a safer place to call his lair for the time being and try to grasp this new environment and terrain. By the time mankind finds him again, he was already in the best shape of his life and rejuvenated, almost de-aged by being in the Hollow Earth. Now beyond this point in the story where the last scene took place, what would happen? I believe Monarch and Kong would once again work again to explore and discover new places and crazy wildlife in the Monsterverse realm here. We've made some videos covering that recently on the channel, so go back and take a look after this video if you want to learn more of our Hollow Earth theories. With the respect between the giant ape and Monarch being at an all-time high, it's likely the humans would begin to experiment with Kong weaponry, creating melee weapons and armor sections for the ape even, with the occasional idea of, what if we give the monkey a giant 100-foot shotgun surely coming up? From there, this story would only lead on, and anything would be possible. Alright, let's see. So if you like that theory and want to see more videos like that, you know what to do. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to stay notified. Share this video around. Like it. Comment. Oh, that is...
I touched this guy.
That is what it is. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm just going to wait. File.
So no
Okay.
joint.
Needle.
Love you.
Love you too. Love you, Medusa.
Love you too, Isaac, Daddy.
Yep, you got that right. You mo Medusa. Virgin, aren't you?
Yep, I sure am. But since I'm not gonna be a preatress for whatever that fucking arsehole bitch is, that goddess, whatever the fucking arsehole name is, I can be whatever the fuck I wanna be. I can be a slut, I can be a virgin if I want.
Yep.
Yep, I sure can. I can be whatever the fuck I wanna be.
Yep, you baby whore.
I know.
Yep, you must gonna be my study.
Yep, definitely.
Yep. You're gonna be a study.
I know, baby daddy.
Yep, my old baby whore.
Oh, I know I am, daddy.
Yes, my old study whore. Aren't ya?
Yes, daddy, I am.
Who's my old whore?
I am, daddy.
You got them right.
Nice.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
My study bitch, aren't you?
Yep, I sure am, daddy.
Die! Yes! Look at all that
Love you.
I want it.
Love you
There's like a
too, my
laser.
little
What is
Medusa
that?
whore.
That's a machine gun. I guess I need the armory key?
Oh, I know I am,
There's
daddy.
another one of you motherfuckers around somewhere.
Yes, my
I'm so ready to kill.
Yep, I am.
she's so almost daddy.
What happened?
Love you.
Love you too.
Ah! Yes!
Let's have another joint.
Go ahead. Key card? I'll take it. Oh shit. What the hell was that? The power just went out in my office. As chief technical engineer, I can tell you this was no accident. Not only is the power out, my cell phone is broken. The only thing that could do something like this is an electromagnetic pulse. My god, can you imagine if the Velociraptors got out? Yeah, it's a sabotage, like Jurassic Park. I get where this is going.
Next
Have
time
no
you see
joint.
a plant in your backyard, don't cut it down. Because this is the best natural painkiller you'll ever find. Some people even compare.
Fuck off.
What does this lead to? Hello. Oh my god! I'm sorry, what? I didn't even get this shit yet. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, where was the toilet again? Right here? Come on! Did I hip fire you? Okay, I was hip firing to be fair, but how many fucking bullets? Oh my god!
Have no joint.
The torches are. Bro! Was that some torch? Yeah, I'm hearing something like in the wind, in the trees. Yeah. Right, okay, so from what I understand, there's two more flashlights, nice. Yeah, come over here. So this is a service elevator, I bet. Okay. That we need to repair. It's like he needs to use this for it. Right. What's it with the rumbling? I don't know, dude. Oh! Jesus, dude, calm down. Everyone, you're hearing this shit. I'm hearing it. There's a very key aspect to this game. Every single sound in the game is heard by the AI. Every sound, apparently. Phasmophobia levels, who knows? Uh-oh. It just went up? Oh, it's a noise meter. It is a noise meter. Oh, no. I stepped on a branch. Ah! Oh, my God. Bugs? It sounds like a chainsaw. You're just not getting lost in the woods, right? I'm just following the path. My friend! What path? Oh, there's a path. Oh, wow. The ambience in this. Oh, my God. Okay. So what are we dealing with here? Is it a bear? It's probably like a lost kitten in the woods. God, there's a bunch of moths. I heard like something yell behind us. Yell? Yeah, like I'm hearing rumbling. I'm hearing rumbling too, but it's so dark. I really don't want to keep my flashlight on. Well, I don't want to run out of battery. Something just loaded in, dude. I lagged. Yeah, I lagged too. Left. What is that? Oh, what's that? What is our goal again? Generators? Is it? Escape. We can either do it. If we can either do it through the helicopter, the service elevator, or both. Oh! He's right there. Yeah. Don't fight. What are you doing? Hey, I wanted to see him. That's it. Then you walk up to him. Oh shit, you're right. The lines of the face are journalistic investigations will explore a town called Zasville, lost in dense forest, Massachusetts, trapped in a dark atmosphere, mysterious disappearances. It's right there to the left, just sitting there holding its head. Yes, it is. Look at that thing. That looks so much like Shy Guy. Yeah, he does. He looks like Shy Guy and that one guy from that old game Shutter I used to play. Oh, that's right. Yeah. We both saw that at the same time. Yeah. Okay. So, what's the point here, my friend? I see a fuel canister. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, it's glowing. We need that for the generator. At it. Okay. I got your back. I got this. It has things on its head, dude. It does? Yeah. Wait, is it blind? Can it only hear us? I don't know. I mean, if it had sight. Oh, something. I did. What is the fucking random thing? If it had sight, it would definitely see us. Yeah, for sure, right? Unless line of sight is so simple that it has to be facing us, which I hope that if it turns around, it won't see. Oh, there's glass. I fell off. There's glass and stuff here, but that's definitely gonna make a noise when we stand. Watch out, we'll just grab it, grab it.
Love you.
Well, the two. My daddy would always shuffle.
I guarantee you that
Oh,
glass
no,
will make
man.
noise. I heard a bang. He
Just
turned
a
around.
no joint.
No, he didn't. Okay, let's go around this house. Did you hear a woman cry? What? No, I didn't hear that. I kind of want to see what happens if I step
Will
on
you
the glass.
come back and visit me
You know?
when
Yeah, where are you
you
going?
finish your
Going around in case
vacation?
he runs at you.
Oh, I will, trust me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Come and visit me and our kid.
What?
I will, trust me, baby.
Fuck.
Thank you, baby daddy.
You're welcome.
I'm alive. You're alive?
Trust me, I will.
I'm not.
You do know if we have a
Where are you?
daughter,
Fuck, you're
have to
alive.
fuck her.
I'm
If we have
alive.
a son,
Fuck you. I'm pretty sure
I have to fuck him.
yeah.
Oh my god.
If we have both,
You fuck your daughter, I fuck your son.
What?
yeah.
Cool.
I see you. I
I
see your
know.
life. I see you too.
Love you, baby.
Love you too, baby.
Was that from the glass?
Hmm.